Get it staring in your eyes. I see paradise, looks so nice. I had to look back at the mulligan twice. So nice being in paradise. Hey.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the 443 Football Podcast. I am your host, Cody, and I'm joined by...
Lil J, guys. It's Macky. What's up?
Now, Lil J, tell them what we're going to be talking about today.
Today we're going to be doing Prem predictions for this season, 24-25. Going to be doing weekend match predictions for the first week of Prem, and also predictions for Player of the Season, Young Player of the Season, and the Ballon d'Or 20... Would it be called 2025 winner? It would, right?
Yeah, the 2025
winner. It's crazy stuff. I think we should quickly just talk about summer. It's been stinky, hasn't it? It's been a stinky
What, the transfer
summer.
sagas?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not been great, mate. You've had, to be fair, there's no transfer sagas, really. The biggest transfer is obviously Mbappe to Real Madrid, and we already knew that was happening like 3 years ago, so it wasn't really much of a dilemma there. And other than that, what big signings have really been made?
There's been Alvarez.
What? Alvarez,
I think Alvarez is a big one.
Biggest move.
Apart from, I don't know any other Prem team fans that are happy with their signings for their team, apart from West Ham.
No, Liverpool are pretty happy.
Really?
Mm.
Are you happy?
No. Because we've signed Savio. Now I'm not gonna sit here and say that I watched loads of Drone last season. Macky, I didn't, but I watched the Community Shield the other day. He looked stinky as out. So I'm not that enthralled with that signing. And we've lost what I would argue is the second best striker in the league.
Who's first?
Alvarez, Erling Haaland. But we still got him.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's been poor. You see some teams around the world. I think PSG signed someone good. Paulina went Bayern. You know, there's the occasional the occasional big one.
Elise went Bayern. Bayern will be one to watch next season. You know.
Yeah.
I want to see how Vincent Kompany does.
Marseille as well. They signed
they're building a little team.
Greenwood.
Yeah.
I think Højbjerg's alone, but anyway. But yeah, it's been a bad one. It's been a bad one. Bad one for the neutrals.
Some great kits this year, though.
Yeah, do you think?
You see that little 4-piece that Adidas put out?
Yeah, the Juventus one.
The Juventus one, the Real Madrid one, the
Madrid
Bayern
one's
one.
cold. They were all good.
There's two stinky English ones.
If I was an Arsenal fan, yeah, I would get that Arsenal kit.
I hate it.
Really?
I don't hate it, but I'm not a huge fan. The United one's nice as well.
Yeah. United, I think United do have some good kits this season.
I don't rate their home kit.
Do you not?
Mm-mm.
I don't like Liverpool's. Liverpool's is gross. You seen the collar bit on the Liverpool?
Oh yeah, the collar's horrific. I forgot about
Ruined.
that kit. You know, it feels like it's been ages since that kit got released.
Yeah, it has.
Ages ago.
I think Chelsea's is pretty bad. I think from what I remember, the home one.
It's like the one with like the blue squiggles in it, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's okay.
What Spurs is? Just white, is it?
Probably it's a white kit. No, it's the white one with the blue sleeves in it, like the navy sleeves.
Yeah, but there's been some good ones. I like Madrid's home kit.
Madrid's home kit's always clean. It's a good, a nice clean kit.
Who are you looking forward to seeing this Prem?
What teams?
Players to watch in the Prem that haven't played in the Prem before.
I haven't played in the Prem before.
Yeah.
No one. If you haven't played the Prem before, man. If you're not playing the Prem before, I don't care. You know what? Liam Delap at Ipswich. I'm very interested to see how he gets on.
Yeah.
It's a big step up for him. But he was
I'm
very highly
excited
rated.
Is it Mitrovic to Forest?
He's never starting over Chris Wood.
Really?
Who, Mitrovic?
Yeah.
Mitrovic is not moving to Forest, my friend.
No, who's the guy that went to Forest? Is it... Let me have a look. Forget it. Nothing's come up. Maybe it's just brain fog. I don't know.
No one's moved to Forest, man. No one's moving to Nottingham.
Yeah. Anyway, should we get into Prem predictions?
Let's just jump straight in. Should we start from the bottom or the top?
Bottom to top. Bottom to top. We'll go. We'll each say. We'll each say who's in our.
Okay, so starting off at 20th place, who was Lil J, Max the Macky Mackington, got in 20th place?
Ipswich.
Yeah, me too.
Oh, let's go! That means it's confirmed.
That means it's confirmed. Ipswich, you're going down. Pack your bags.
Nah, I don't think they're coming back up as well for a while.
I could actually see them coming straight back up. But
Really?
I think they'll keep the gaffer when they go down, and they'll build. And they'll be in a good position to come back
That's
up.
cool. That's cool.
Exactly.
To be honest, no one's expecting them to stay. I don't think. Even them.
If they do, by the way, what an achievement.
Yeah.
If they manage to stay up, but I just can't see it personally.
Who have you
I
got?
hope they do.
19.
I think we'll agree again. I've got Southampton.
I've got Bournemouth.
Bournemouth.
They're going down. They're going down. By the way, I've got some crazy
Believe
predictions.
me,
Yeah.
Nothing would make me happier, but I don't see it.
I'm just thinking. Yeah, they've now not got Solanke.
Yeah, there's a lot of goals missing.
Goals are missing. Who do they even have? Name a Bournemouth player. They've sold all their good stuff in the last few seasons.
Yeah, to be fair, but I feel like Bournemouth are one of them where it's like some of the parts. You don't have fucking stars in the team. Obviously, they did last season with Solanke, but you don't need stars in the team. But if they do go down, I'll be chuffed. I cannot wait.
I don't mind Bournemouth, but I just think it's
club,
time.
mate.
I think it's time for them to go.
Nothing club. Bournemouth fans, respectfully, any of you that do exist out there, yeah?
I don't know any Bournemouth fans. Do you? Never. I don't even know where Bournemouth is, to be honest.
Something somewhere in it, surely.
What do you like about the only thing? I don't even really like the badge or the kit.
Yeah, the badge is arse as well.
What's the good about Bournemouth?
The kits this season are actually nice.
I haven't seen the Bournemouth
You
one.
gotta look at them, man. You gotta look at them.
I will. Thing is with Bournemouth, yeah, I know I've got them 19th, but I do think if they're not 19th, they'll just be above relegation.
Yeah, I can see
Like,
that. I have
2
them in a
above.
similar position.
Okay, yeah.
Who do you have? 18th? I assume it's Southampton.
Brentford.
Brentford?
Or I've got crazy predictions.
Well, I'm about to one up you here.
Okay.
In 18th place, going down, I have Brighton Hove Albion.
Bro, I said Did you see I put in the chat our football chat the other ages ago? I said Brighton are going to get relegated.
Mate, I fully believe it.
I think
The gaffer's
it's
31 years
time
old.
for them to go. I think it's time.
It's time to go.
I think it's got to that point, where we've all know they've got a great academy in that, and like they've always had like them come through. I think it's got to the point now that they've got to that point where they've sold now all their good.
Yeah, you rode your luck too long.
They've got rid of it.
All this selling your best assets and bringing in some 18-year-olds from Hungary, yeah, that's not going to work anymore. It's not going to fly.
No.
The Ecuadorian wonder kids can only last so long, mate.
There we land. Brighton are getting relegated.
There we go.
I'm switching it.
Yeah?
I'm switching it round. Brighton 18th. 17th for me, Brentford.
And 17th for me is Bournemouth.
Okay. So we've got basically our bottom four similar.
Yeah, very similar.
By the way, I'm not going with the crowd on this prediction yet. I've got some positions of teams in places no one would even want them to be, or think, or could even ponder them to be.
So, give some reasons why you think Brentford are going to go down. You've got Ivan Toney coming back.
No, I think no. I've switched it.
You switched them now, but why did you put them that low? Why were
I
they
think
why
Ivan
are you putting them
Toney.
in a relegation fight?
I think this is his. I think he is no longer his in his prime. I think he's now going down. I think he'll still score, but I don't think he'll be as up there.
I think
Like
if
he was there last season, he would be top 3 strikers in the Prem in goals. No, maybe not goals, but he would be top 3 strikers. But I think he should have moved this season. They're going. I'm still confused if they should go down or not.
Who? Okay, so where are we now? 16th. Who's driving 16th place?
Wait, I've Leicester in 16th.
Yep, same.
It's just mid in it. Just like
They're
they'll stay up.
they're gonna be in and around that position, aren't they? Have you said Southampton yet?
No, have you?
Yeah. I had them 19th. So I don't. God knows where you've put them. Who do you have? Wait, so who do you have 15th?
Wait, I had Ipswich 20th, Bournemouth 19th, 18th Brighton, 17th Brentford,
Yep.
16th Leicester.
Leicester,
What did you have up to that point?
Ipswich, Southampton, Brighton, Bournemouth, Leicester.
I'm confused. I thought
Go
we
on,
had
what?
exactly the same bottom.
No,
15th for me, Southampton.
15th for me is Nottingham Forest. Which you've got Nottingham Forest strangely high. I think there's a good chance they go
do.
down.
Really?
Yeah. My
I
Brighton
think.
shout's rogue. I think there's probably a bigger chance that Forest go down rather than Brighton, especially rather than Brentford.
Yeah, you're
think-
right.
I
If you,
think Forest finish
I
with
think the
Norwich.
fact now Forest have stayed longer than everyone thought they were, because I think everyone thought the first season they were here they would go back
If you
down.
keep knocking on the door, mate, someone's going to answer. You keep knocking on that relegation door,
Is anyone?
eventually the Grim
Yeah,
Reaper's going to come in and take your club away to League One obscurity where they belong.
but I don't think they deserve to go down. Do you?
No, I don't want them to go down.
I think. Anyway, I've got 15th Southampton. I think they'll just do. I think they'll stay up. I think they'll at the beginning be battling the relegation, and then like the last few games where say
Just run
Ipswich and
away from it a little bit.
Ipswich and another team are like the lowest points. They'll be able to like keep rotating. I think that Brentford, Brighton, Leicester, Southampton will just keep rotating
Yeah.
above the relegate, like sipping on the relegation.
Sipping on that relegation Kool-Aid.
Yeah.
Who
Why
have
do
you
you
got next?
think? Why do you think Forest then?
Forest.
15th.
Forest is just like I don't think they have a team. They haven't got the signings in order to really sustain any kind of battle in the league. I mean, last year they almost went down. The year before that they almost went down. Obviously they had point deductions last year, but they still would have been around it even without the point deduction. So I don't think they've strengthened enough to get out of the pack and finish more mid-table. I just can't see that happening.
Yeah. I mean, for me, they could either be in the position they are or like 15th, 16th. By the way, I just want to say, yeah, I think Ivan Toney's great, but I think he should have moved this season.
I agree with that. Yeah, he should have moved.
I
But
think
he's waiting. He's waiting for his contract to run out, isn't he?
yeah, I think that's too long.
I agree.
He needs to be getting the goals he can now. But in the Brentford team, he won't be getting as many. Anyway, who have you got? 14th.
Next, speaking of the devil, I have Brentford in 14th.
Okay, I've got Everton.
Yeah, that's probably ballpark about right.
Yeah, I mean, we all know last season the points got deducted, so they kind of just didn't do. They would have been high. You know what? Didn't they actually? They were high, weren't they? Like for Everton.
They were fairly high. I mean, without the point deduction, they would have finished 11th, I think, 10th or 11th. So
Yeah,
what you have to wonder though is, will that Sean Dyche aura run out after he's ran them into the ground a little bit? Will it run out, or will it progress on? Will they finish mid-table, or will they start falling back down a bit? 'Cause I think Sean Dyche will probably cook this season, but there's also a good chance that Sean Dyche gets sacked this season.
yeah, I think you're right.
Hopefully
I
not.
think, yeah, I don't think they just have. They don't really have any ambitions, really, do they? Do you think they kind of
No,
just?
I don't think so.
I don't
Just
think they have for
floating.
ages. Yeah, just
Because
they
they've been
had
battling
that.
relegation for years. They had the good spell
Yeah,
under Ancelotti, and that's the last
yeah,
time they
yeah.
really made any kind of noise, wasn't it?
They've had some crazy signings, though, didn't they? You know when that season where they got Allen and like a few other crazy,
Yeah,
and then they just kind of they got
yeah. It's like
James
James
Rodriguez.
Rodriguez. Yeah, they got James Rodriguez, Allen through the door, and a few others, and then obviously that's what's crippled them financially up until this point.
Yeah,
So they can't spend any more money, and they're getting point deductions.
yeah. Anyway, 13th, I've got Wolves.
I have Fulham.
Okay, yeah. I mean, I don't really know what I could say about that. I feel like that's just,
Standing there. Who you got next?
yeah. Is this 12th?
Yeah.
Crystal Palace.
That's low, man. It's low. They're doing well, but
I think,
they've had some outgoings. I mean, the form at the end of last season was incredible.
yeah. I've seen some predictions already. People have put like them 8th and that.
Yeah, I was gonna say I think they will be fairly up there. I have Wolves.
Okay, okay. I've always,
So
by the way, I've always respected Crystal Palace. I think they're actually fun to watch. They play good football.
yeah, under Roy Hodgson, they were class.
Yeah.
What a team.
Okay.
Um,
11th. I've got Forest.
that is fucking what the hell? That is high.
I think
That is
that
very very high.
I looked at their team. Yeah. I thought they do have some decent players.
Like who?
Alanga.
That guy stinks.
Who's the other person? Them.
Chris Wood.
No. Who's the other person
Morgan
on the
gives away.
wing? Hart.
On the wing.
Yeah.
I don't know. They have Morgan Gibbs White, who's really good.
Yeah. I think they'll do all right. But if you think, I don't know about the longevity of how well they might. If they do well, I don't know if they can consistently keep it up.
That's what I mean. 11th. If they finish 11th, that'd be unbelievable.
Yeah, man.
11th, I have Everton.
We'll see. We'll see. Who did you have?
Everton.
Oh, okay. Wait, have we all said no? I haven't said Fulham yet. That's the only one.
The only team we got different so far. Like as far as like the bottom half of the table. Which
Yeah.
now we're into the very mid table. Who do you have 10th?
Newcastle.
What?
Who do you have? I told you I got crazy predictions.
Chelsea.
Okay, that's fine because I switched them round. Okay, so I do have Chelsea 9th.
Wow. I have
But
Crystal Palace 9th. But Chelsea, it does feel like they're in for a fucking stinker, doesn't it? It feels like they're in for a
yeah,
big stinker.
I think it's gonna be. I know a lot of Big Six fans don't think this is real, but I do think a thing that will be keeping them towards the close bit is a bit of bias from the refs, VAR, and that. I can't lie.
The referee bias.
Chelsea have this mad rep, don't they, as being like one of the best in England. But it's happened. It's like what's happened to Man United, where it's just fell the rep.
Yeah,
Now I
exactly.
think they'll be really stinky this season, but I do think like refs and that will be helping them, or it'll be like close, like little getting a goal last 90 minutes or whatever, keeping them sneakily getting those points up so they can stay trying to get some kind of European football. They do have Conference League, don't they?
Who?
Chelsea. Because I remember they were
going to get Europa, weren't they?
I think they could win Conference League and then get themselves in Europa League next season, which is why
They should be winning Conference League, really.
they should. You see what happened with Enzo Fernandez and that?
Yeah, of course.
Haven't they made him captain?
Surely not.
I didn't think they had, but I saw something where it was like Chalobah's leaving after he heard Enzo Fernandez is captain.
Do you see the way that Chelsea treated them fucking players? By the way, it's one of the worst treatings of players I've ever seen. They had like a bunch of academy products like fucking Trevor Chalobah and Colin Gallagher, and they're like, oh yeah, you guys are gonna train by yourselves in like some little
that was
group
crazy.
of idiots.
Who did they tell to stay out of training? Was it Chalobah? They told him to stay out.
Chalobah and fucking Gallagher like, yeah, go home, mate.
Bad, innit?
That is terrible.
If I was Chelsea, I'd put them in the team. You want academy players that are actually good.
They spent too much money, man. They spent too much money on that idiots, and now they're having to sell their best players. Trevor Chalobah's probably the best centre back, especially now that Thiago Silva's gone, and Conor Gallagher's arguably the best player last season. Obviously, you'd probably say Cole Palmer, but Conor Gallagher was.
Why would you get rid of Gallagher, who last season helped you so much, and I thought he was a good captain for them.
I fully believe that's the reason Pochettino left. I fully believe Pochettino was like, I need these players, and they're like, no, we're selling them.
Well, I thought they kicked him out. I didn't know he left.
Well, it was like I think it was one of their mutual ones.
You're probably right. I think the board. I would hate to be a Chelsea fan for the last like 8 since they were. Even when they won the UCL, I'd still hate to be a Chelsea fan. I think supporting Spurs is probably worse. Actually, no.
No. Yeah, it probably is actually. Okay, so next I have Crystal Palace.
What position is this?
This would be 9th.
I've got Chelsea.
Yeah. So we've discussed Chelsea, Crystal Palace. I think 9th is a good finish for Crystal Palace. Great finish for Crystal Palace.
I think I might have been a bit too hard. I put them 12, so it's not that far. But I think in between around, I think around that bit, 12
I
to
think they'll
9.
be pushing for
I think you're
European
right.
football. They'll be in the race for like Conference League or something.
Yeah.
So it'll be tight. But
do you think Elise going though is gonna?
Yeah, it'll damage them.
I think if they kept him,
a lot of people are making it seem like they're gonna be like Aston Villa from last season and they're gonna push for the top 6 or top 4. I don't know. I don't believe in that, but I do think they'll be good.
I think if they had Elise, I know like individual players shouldn't matter that much, but if they had Elise, I think they could get 7th. This season, it's so open because Klopp's gone. Like I feel like anyone could get anywhere really. We could get something like Everton coming 5th. I know that's a crazy shout.
Yeah. I mean that one's pretty rogue, but I see what you're cooking. I see what you're saying.
Okay.
Who do you have 8th?
Fulham.
I have. Well, let's have a moment of silence for the bubble blowers. I have West Ham 8th.
I knew it. Everyone has got West Ham, apart from West Ham fans, about either 9th, 8th, or 7th. So at least you think we're going to consistently get where we've had the last few seasons.
Yeah, I don't think you'll have a drop off.
If we got that would be decent. But as long as next year we get higher above that,
I think you need to start worrying, kid. Not over your position or over the signs or anything like that, but they forced Moisey out the door because they're like, you're boring, and they got Julian Lopetegui in to take over, mate. That is boring ass football.
Are you joking?
Julian Lopetegui plays defensive, boring football.
It wasn't just on the boring fact. You already know the stats. You must have forgot.
Oh, you mean like shots against and stuff? Don't get me wrong.
How many we conceded? The amount we conceded, all that.
Yeah.
I'm
not saying Moisey was like a groundbreaking manager, but he won you stuff and he got you like probably where you should be in the table, probably higher than you should be in the table with the players you had.
I'm not going to say any more, because I've already said so much on it in the past, and I'll could talk about it for ages. We'll just see, we'll just see what happens.
Yeah, man.
But I've got Fulham. I think the new signings they've had. I did look at Smith Rowe's stats here. He hasn't scored in the last 2 seasons. I know. But that's like coming back from not scoring for 2 seasons.
It's a crazy one,
that changes you.
We also haven't discussed as well. I don't know if he's left or if he's signing for someone else. But if Dele Alli's still at Everton, the re-emergence of Dele Alli could be something to look at next season. He's coming.
I hope it is, but
he's coming for the World Cup, man. He's coming for the World Cup 2026.
I saw this video and it was like, it was a career mode, and they said I got Dele Alli into the England team 2028 or something like that. Crazy. But yeah, I think with Fulham, I think they haven't got any individual players. I know they just got rid of Palina, but I think now their team, it looks and sounds like it's a proper team. So I think they could do quite well. But also they could be where you put them like 15th, was it? Something.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll see. 7th.
7th. I have Liverpool Football Club.
Okay, I actually agree with you. I don't know why I've put them so high up.
Liverpool. Oh, I was gonna say you have Liverpool.
I haven't got them on it, but I do think they're gonna have a stinker this season.
I think they're in for an absolute howler. They haven't signed anyone. They've got Endo in midfield, and now there's talks about this. Who's it? Arnie Slot. Apparently he's looking at playing Sabotslai in the 6. So they are in for an absolute rude awakening. So, Arnie Slot's gone by Christmas, and they are in for an absolute stinker, mate.
I think no, he actually is gonna go. And then they'll bring in someone like. Who would they bring in?
Steven Gerrard. It's the end of the season.
Probably. Thing is, I don't even think Klopp left the team that bad.
No, that team was in tatters, mate. Salah's ready
Did
to
I,
go. Salah's over the hill. Virgil van Dijk's getting there, and he's still decent, but he's getting there. I mean, there's no
I think the way you
midfield.
left it. I think the way you left it, yeah, it does need the
Trent's
new
coming out
players,
the
but
door.
he did. I think all their attack is just apart from Diaz and Jota, Nunes, Gakpo. I don't rate Nunes or Gakpo.
Yeah, right, Diaz.
I think Diaz is slightly better than them, and then Jota is obviously the best
Gakpo's a
attacker.
weird one, man.
But Salah as well.
Salah and Jota. I feel like Jota's one of them, and he was like, you don't know what's so good about him, but he just does seem to score all the time.
Yeah,
It's one of them.
I do. I think you're right though. I think they're gonna have. I just don't think they've got the class that they used to.
Yeah, I don't feel
Trent's
the same.
washed. Trent's washed.
Trent wants to go. He
Virgil's
obviously won't go
washed.
now. Virgil's washed.
Salah. I did think Salah was washed, but I think he could still be good.
You know what? Kanate is very good.
I think he's good.
So that's one to look out for sure.
Robertson's washed.
Robson's washed for sure.
Harvey Elliott's good.
Yep.
I don't like Endo. I don't like McAllister when I watch
Yeah,
them.
I'd agree with that.
But I've actually got. I'll say where I've got the money. Actually, no, I'll wait. Was that seventh for you?
Yep.
I've got Villa at seventh.
Yeah, I've got Villa 6.
Okay. I think they've done too high. I think they were kind of a shock of where they ended.
Big time.
I think it's how everyone else is seeing West Ham kind of thing. For
It's
Villa,
one of them, they've got Champions League to worry about now as well. And we've seen what they did to fucking Newcastle last season.
I don't think they've done any great signings, and I think the UCL with their squad depth and all that, I don't think they're gonna. I think
I'd be shocked if they made out the groups.
Yeah, same. But I think that is it. I think you're right.
For them. I think that might be the best thing for them. Because if they go out in the groups and get into Europa League, I would give
They have a good chance.
I'll give Emery a decent chance at that. But they're not going to do anything in the Champions League, I don't think.
Yeah. I mean, if you look at the stats of like people like Watkins and all that last season, it's crazy, isn't it?
Yeah. Like it just seems a complete fluke, doesn't it? Watkins is not a 20-goal season striker, is he?
Nah.
People talk about him like he's a young kid. He's like a year or two younger than Harry Kane. He's never had a good season in his career. He scores like 10 goals a season. That's the type of striker he is. He's worked really well in that system last season. Whether he can replicate or not, we'll just have to wait and see. Hopefully he can. While we don't want another good English striker. You know, I'd love for Ollie Watkins to do well, but I don't know. I don't personally believe he's that kind of player.
I'm the same. People are gonna hate this, by the way. People are gonna hate these kind of things that we're saying, but I agree. I think Watkins is. Nah, I think he's good. I don't think he's like you said last season. That's the highest he'll do.
He's a top Premier League striker, like a good, serviceable Premier League striker.
Yeah.
I don't think he's better than Ivan Toney, personally.
Yeah, agreed. Also, if you look at, I know Euros doesn't matter. In Euros, he did nothing. He looks really bad. I thought in the Euros when he came on, his positioning, everything.
Bro, he scored the goal to get us into the
apart from that goal. I completely forgot about that goal.
He only played about 10 minutes and then he scored the last minute equaliser.
Okay, yeah, you're right. I can't really speak about his Euros.
The winner, wasn't it? The winner.
That was such a good goal.
It was a great goal.
The assist was better.
From Palmer.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who do you
Anyway, I feel like I've messed up a bit with Villa, Newcastle. I think they do have a good teams. 6-5 West Ham. There is bias with this, yeah. There's mad bias, but if you look at our team, everyone below us, I think Chelsea, yeah, they probably have better players than us, but they can't play together. If you know what I mean. If we get our team playing together, I think it's better. I think our team is better than everyone else. We have better team in Ipswich, Bournemouth, Brentford, Brighton, Leicester, Southampton, Everton, Wolves, Crystal Palace, Forest, Newcastle, Fulham, and I'd say either on par with Villa or better. That is why. But obviously, Lopetegu's
You got a
first
32-year-old
season.
up front, kid.
Say that again, 30-year-old.
32-year-old or whatever he is. Blowing wind up top, mate. I don't know. Some of the signings look great. Some of the signings don't speak to me as much. Like
Like
Thor
who?
Krug.
You don't think Fulkrug? The thing is, who would you rather have up front, Antonio or
Erling
Fulkrug?
Haaland. Oh, well, that's a silly argument to make.
Exactly. We had no striker.
Yeah, but hopefully he can. Maybe it's a Moisey curse. Hopefully he can break the curse of you bringing in strikers
I,
at
I do
half
have mad
decent and then
I
shit.
do have mad bias about it. I don't have all like the stats and all that with
Yeah.
me to
We don't
but
do stats here. This is 4-3-4-4-3. We don't do stats.
four four
Stats are
three.
for
4-4-3.
This is 4-4-3. Yeah, we don't do stats.
But a
Go
lot of it
5.
is me
Me hope.
hoping. But
Oh, this is me hope talking.
but if he can get it working with the players we have, we should be getting top 6. Plus, it's not like it's like Liverpool. The only top 2 I feel like are established is Man City, Arsenal. Like they're they guaranteed the top, even though it's not guaranteed. But I feel like we could. We'll just see how it goes. We'll see how if our first few games we lose, like get battered, nah, we'll come like
Yeah,
8th,
you're cool.
10th. But yeah, who have you got 6th?
6 was
City.
No, 6 was Villa. So my 5th.
Okay,
My 5th is Newcastle.
Mine's Liverpool. But
Yeah,
now
I had them there originally, and I swapped them and Newcastle around.
yeah, I just think it's that kind of thing where it's like they do actually have. You'd say Salah's world class,
They're not
wouldn't you?
shit, are they? That's the thing.
Nah,
Not fucking shit. Like they
Van
are
Dijk,
still decent.
like even though they're slightly washed, they still
Have good
could.
players.
Yeah, but it's that thing where I don't think their manager's going to be good. You know what I mean? Like what you've already said.
What I'm curious about now is, do we have an identical top 4? Because we have the same 4 teams in there. In 4th place.
I know
No,
who
we
you've got.
won't.
You've got Man United 4th place, haven't you?
I've got Manchester United 4th place.
I've got Spurs 4th place.
Yeah, I thought you might.
I
Spurs
think
to me, Solanke up top. It doesn't feel right to me having Solanke up top, but he could cook.
I think we have the same idea on Spurs. Yeah, I think we both know the manager's good, even though
Oh, he's
they
good.
haven't.
But is he good?
I think
Is he
he's a good
good?
manager. He's got his plan together. He showed it last season. Yeah, I think they do have a good team, even though it's like they haven't really got any massive stand-up players, and now they've got Solanke, who's going to
Got
bag
Son
them
in.
goals. They got Son.
Son
Who
brought him
else?
in. Richarlison.
Okay, I might
James
have messed
Maddison.
up. I might have messed up. I think they might be sick actually, but we'll keep them. I think Garen definitely top 6. I think they'll have a decent season, but they won't win anything like usual. They're Spurs.
Yeah, I can't see him winning anything.
Yeah.
Manchester United, man, I can't see him. 4th would be unbelievable. I think there's a chance that they finish more in the Chelsea position and they go right down there.
Yeah,
Right down
I
to
think
like 10th.
for me, they either get in top 4 or they're in that
Oh, they're cooked. They're
or in
absolutely
that
cooked. 7th
to 12th bracket.
Yeah.
I think that Euro Lenny guy is going to stink.
I think a lot of this
Just by looking at him.
Yeah.
I think
He's
Xerxes.
got a look of a guy who stinks.
I think Xerxes. Ew, did you accidentally leave?
No, that was you cooking. That was you lagging
What?
and stuff.
I think Xerxes will be a bit like Hoyland, where he maybe gets like 4 goals or whatever. But I think the thing, if you look at young Kobe Mainu, Garnacho, they've got a good thing coming through. De Ligt, I think he'll be good. Have you seen that thing where it's like, you seen that thing where when De Ligt joined Ajax, they won the league. When they joined Juventus, they won the league. Everyone say who was the other team? When he joined Bayern, they won the league. But I think
imagine. Can you believe that Bayern and Juventus won their respective leagues when he joined? That must have something to do with him.
Yeah, I think it does. But They've lost
Bayern won
Wan-Bissaka.
about 7 in a row when he joined.
They've lost
Juventus were
Wan-Bissaka.
also, Juventus were also like
Actually,
10 in a row.
I think Dalot's good.
Dalot will start.
Yeah. They
Dalot will
signed that
start for
other. They
Mazraoui, I
signed
think.
the other. Yeah. But yeah, I think I'll save it for later because when I say my, but I think for me, I think they'll actually have a good season. I think they'll be fighting for that top four. I don't know what it is. I think after all this time, Ten Hag's got his team now. I think he
still don't
does.
think he does.
Do you know?
Okay, so we've done 3 to 20. We've got 2 places left, the same 2 teams. Who do you have winning the league?
Wait, who have you got third? Or we're not saying?
Third had Spurs.
Oh, okay. So we've got. So you've got. Who have you got left?
The 2 teams. What do you mean? Who we got left?
Well, I haven't. I
Well, the
think
same
something's
amount
gone
of
wrong here.
Why?
I had. Oh, did you have Man United third?
And Man United 4th and Spurs 3rd.
Okay, I've got Spurs fourth.
No, Man United
Arsenal.
3rd.
I've got
Wait, what?
Arsenal third. I've got Arsenal third. Arsenal, yeah, they're not winning anything ever. There's a bit of bias. Yeah, I hate Arsenal, but
Arsenal.
they've
You
been.
know what? Arsenal 3rd isn't even the rogue shout there.
It's Man United second.
Man United 2nd is absolutely abysmal.
I think it's gonna be a mad Manchester race to the title, bro. I think it will start out very much like you Man City at top, Arsenal like everyone behind
I
rotating.
think Arsenal fall off eventually.
Last like couple months, I think Arsenal will get to third, Man United, and then it'll be like a battle between Spurs, Arsenal, Man United for me. And then I think it'll be like the thing where Man City are gonna win the league, but United are like maybe like 8 points behind kind of thing.
It'd be like one of them where it's like they finish second, but it's not a title race.
That's what I'm thinking. And you're thinking same as you're thinking same like Man City, Arsenal.
Man City, Arsenal, but I don't think it'll be a race. I think we'll comfortably win the league.
Yeah, I agree. I do think this is the last Man City league title
I could see that as
for
well.
a while.
But let me tell you let me tell you my thinking here, because a lot of people have Arsenal win the league this year because it's like it's their time. In my opinion, when you think about it logically, if you win 2 league titles in a row, yeah, you're putting a lot of strain, a lot of stress into your players' bodies, especially if they're starting a lot of games. Think about how many of the Arsenal players play every single game. If your team does that, it's very hard to win a 3rd league title in a row for that reason. It doesn't happen. Now think about it. They've pushed City to the wire and had 2 points-wise title-winning campaigns, like both 2 seasons in a row where they could have won the league in a different season with how many points they got. So
Could
to
have
go
won the
again,
league.
that's what I mean. So to go again and have a 3rd season in a row where you're pushing to win a league title, that is very, very, very tough. So I could see a big Arsenal drop off here for the players being knackered. Saka is fucking knackered. Let's be honest. Saka is absolutely spent. He's the best player. So a lot of their players will be out on their feet. I think by the time we're into the latter end of the season, I think there will be a drop off.
I think the same as you. I think it's harder to consistently. I think not. How do you word it? I think it's harder to consistently come second than to consistently win the league.
I agree.
The fact that they've got back to back second, I think it's like
Close.
the chances of winning after that is so unlikely compared to them coming third or fourth.
Even Liverpool only did it once, right? Liverpool came second once, very, very, very close, 1 point off. Next season won the league, and the season after that they dropped off again. They finished. Did they finish outside the top 4 or just inside top 4? One or the other. But they had a big drop off from 99-point seasons. You know what I mean? And that was the 3rd season. So if you think about it logically, Arsenal just put up their best points tally season ever. Best points, most goals ever scored. Statistically, their best season ever. There's got to be a drop off now, in my opinion.
I agree. That's why I put them third. But I do think they'll be pushing that top 4. But also, I hate Arsenal, yeah, but they do have good players. They have a good team. They've got good depth.
Of course, man.
Manager, he's annoying and I hate him, but he's good.
Yeah.
But they're a bunch of losers. Has
They're a
any of
bunch of
them?
losers.
Has any of them won anything?
No.
No, and they won't for ages.
Yeah. Who in that
Apart
team
from
is a winner?
Rice, Rice has won a Conference
Jorginho.
League. Jorginho, but he's a Chelsea hero. He ain't
Yeah,
an
but he's still a
Arsenal.
winner though. He's won the Euros. He's
True.
won a Champions League. So like, you've got winners in that team, but very, very, very few and far between.
Who else? Saka's not won anything. As
Saka's not won anything.
Odegaard's not won it. He was at Madrid, right?
He's on the bench at Madrid. I won't count that.
Don't count. Martinelli, nah.
I mean, some of them might have been there when they won the FA Cup. But
Possibly. Ben White, nah. Raya, definitely not. Oh wait. No. But I do think. I think. Obviously, right now, Arsenal fans are thinking they're going to win the league, like they always are. They bottled it. They bottled it. They should have won it.
They bottled it, and they'll keep bottling it.
Not last season. The season before, that was it. When at January they were so far in front. That's it. That's gone for them now.
Yeah, that was their chance. It was on a golden platter for them, and they fucked it.
I think they shouldn't. I think if they want to win anything, though, they should focus more on like the other English cups. Yeah.
People don't get on Arsenal enough about this, man. They go out early in the cups every year.
Yeah, I think they should focus on FA or the other one.
They did a Champions League.
I know.
They talk about being the biggest club in London, man. They've not even got a Champions League. They're pony.
I think they should go. They're obviously going to go for just the Prem.
Yeah, I feel that's just the way Arteta rolls, isn't it?
But yeah, I think what my hope is.
By the way, if they finish second or third, top four with a cup, that's a good season for Arsenal.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
anyway, that's just.
Would you? This is a big tangent. Do you think Man United had a better season than Arsenal last year?
Yeah, they won stuff.
Exactly, man.
It doesn't matter where you finish. It doesn't matter where you finish. As long as you're not relegated and you've won something. Yep.
Completely agree. That's why the season before that as well, West Ham had a better season than them. When Arsenal fucking led the league all year, don't mean niche, mate. Because West Ham are walking about parading on the bus with a European trophy, mate. You ain't got one of them. You ain't got none of that.
And that's why, I'm kind of happy we don't have West Ham don't have European football this season because we can focus on those other cups as well. Try and get far in them. Yeah. And I'm happy about that because usually when you get your European football, the only thing you want to win is that cup. I think anyway. Well, obviously for you it's different because you're always going for Prem and UCL. Everything. But for me, when we're in Europe, the main thing I'd want to win. Actually, when it was the Conference League, I actually would have rather took an FA Cup.
FA Cup's a bigger deal, man.
Yeah. So forget what I just said.
If it's me as a Man City fan, if I get to choose between the Premier League and the Champions League, I'll pick the Premier League. I'd rather win the Prem. Yeah.
Tough.
The first Champions League was very, very important, just for the banter aspects of it. It was important to get one out of the way. And I'm gutted if we lose the Champions. If we go out in the Champions League, I'm gutted. But the Premier League's first, mate. The Premier League's.
I think you might be right. I think in England, if you're an English team, it's better to win the Prem than UCL.
It's hard.
But I think if you're in like France or Spain or something, I think it's only
the league's a write-off, isn't it? Pretty much.
I still don't know though. I don't know what I'd want rather. But yeah, what's your justification for Man City winning the league? Because that's probably the main thing we need to talk about.
Pep's last season, probably Pep's farewell season.
Best team in the world.
Best team in the world.
Rodri.
I think
De Bruyne's last season.
The levels, mate. De Bruyne's last season. I think it's just the levels. It's the culmination of a team of let's be honest, probably the best Premier League team that we've ever seen. It's the culmination of that. 5 in a row. Pep sails off into the sunset. Thank you very much, Pep. And then we go back to being bottle jobs.
Who would you still play Bernardo Silva starting lineup?
Um,
I want to see Oscar Bob.
Yeah.
Oh wait, hasn't he broken his leg?
Oscar Bob's broken his leg. I don't really want to talk about that, but yeah, Bernardo Silva. I don't really like Bernardo Silva on the right wing. But
Neither.
you have to get him in the team. So for me, I mean, I won't play Kovacic. I won't start Kovacic. I won't start De Bruyne and Foden together. For me personally, for me, my perfect midfield is probably Bernardo, Foden, Rodri.
Who's that attacker you'd put on as a sub?
What do you mean?
Like before, it was like the Alvarez, or you'd have Palmer. Who is it now?
What in the midfield?
No, for attack. Say you're switching wingers.
Oh well, it depends who he starts because obviously we've got Doku and Grealish on
Or
the left.
striker. Oh, Doku. Doku's class.
Yeah, Doku's pretty much a sub, isn't he? The super sub.
Yeah, but who
But
plays
obviously
instead of
Savio
him?
could. Grealish.
Foden. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, never mind. I was just thinking, like, Alvarez sometimes was a sub, and when they come on, it's like
Yeah,
nothing. Like it was better.
yeah,
At least you do still have that kind of presence.
yeah, a little bit. But I feel we are missing that a bit. I feel like we do need to make a signing still.
I think there needs to be that kind of. Rodrigo would have been perfect.
I love Rodrigo, man.
He would be sick. Missing
he
that
can play multiple positions as well.
Brazilian.
Yeah, he'd be class as well.
Yeah, I think you're right. Like they do have the best team in the world. Pep's last season. De Bruyne's probably last season. Doku was insane in the Euros. Did you watch Belgium much?
Yeah, I watched.
I think Doku's like one of the next best. I can't lie.
Oh, yeah.
Haaland
It's
finishes
his end
pretty much
product, though,
anything.
that he needs.
Yeah, but best defense probably.
I'd probably argue Arsenal.
It'd be interesting to see. Do you reckon Walker? This is Walker's last season.
Gotta be, man.
Yeah.
Gotta be.
Who's left back again for Man City?
Guardiola.
Oh yeah, quality team. Probably Edison's last season as well.
Yeah, hopefully. Hopefully he don't play. Hopefully he don't play this season.
I
Gets
hope,
cast in the sticks.
yeah, I hope you win it because I like Man City, and if anyone's gonna win it out of Spurs, Arsenal, Liverpool, Man United, I'd want it to be City or Liverpool. I wouldn't mind Liverpool if they won it, but now that it's not Klopp, probably not. But anyway,
I feel like we've extensively covered the table.
I think we've mentioned something about every team as well. I do want to retract my statement on Brent and Ivan Toney.
Yeah, any clubs that I've said are nothing clubs, I apologise.
Yeah, I mean, I think Ivan Toney's good. I think with Newcastle, they have a good team. Same with Villa, but I still think I feel like it's that thing where they should have done. They should have won something in the last times when they were up there. Like, when people get those chances, like Arsenal when they were. Like, even I know last season West Ham could have even got top 4. I know that's crazy, but there was a point before Christmas where we could have.
Where you were going for it.
So I think it's that kind of thing where some teams should have, while they've had that like 2 or 3 years, they should like. There's not been any crazy adjustments as well to the teams.
Yeah.
So that's the only reason why as well. I think it's like, say West Ham only signed 2 or 3 people. I'd agree 9th, 10th, 11th, but because it's like we actually have that backing. That's what we're striving for. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Anyway, enough about the Prem table.
Okay, let's move on to player of the season, young player of the season, and the Ballon d'Or winner.
Okay, who's your player of the season?
We should start with young player of the season.
Young player of the season. Yeah, my bad. Mine. You say yours. You say yours.
My young player of the season. If the season goes well, because the season could go terribly, but I think. Are
we basing it, by the way, on our predictions? Kind of.
I am
because it counts as top 4 player. In it.
I've said that they're going to finish top 4 and they're going to have a good season. I think this guy, this young lad, this young whippersnapper, will play a big part in that. So my young player of the season is Alejandro Garnacho.
Okay, we both have a Man United player.
Oh,
Young Kobe Mainu.
Yeah, I should have
Young
said
Kobe
young Kobe
Mainu.
Mainoo.
I think you're right. I think this is the season Garnacho and Mainu come through and
They
show
step
their
up
their
as Man
class.
United's
They
proper
show that
players.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. They're no longer just the babies of the team. They are now the alphas. And to be honest, I hate Man United, but I do like Garnacho and Mainu. Their
I don't
class.
really like Garnacho, but as a
Do you
player, I
not?
like him. I mean, mate,
Garnacho actually is. I think he's a year above me,
that's crazy.
which is crazy. But yeah, I put
That means
Mainu.
he's 8 years younger than me.
8. I just thought, what the sigma? Anyway, I think Mainu, yeah, because I put Man United second. I think he's
Yeah.
just going to be solid.
That's a great
There's
shout.
no other reason. Garnacho for you. I'm guessing you're thinking he's going to score and assist loads.
I think his numbers will go up, yeah. And I think he's what Garnacho also does, which we saw even this weekend in the Community Shield. He scores clutch goals. He scores goals when you need him to.
I like that he just goes towards the defense
He's got
as
no
well.
fear. He's got no fear in
Literally,
him.
he just goes and actually does something with the ball.
Mate,
Unlike a lot of
Garnacho's a kid. He scored the best goal I think I've ever seen last season.
the Bicey.
That bicycle kick is probably the best goal I've ever seen.
Yeah, it's a good goal.
So,
by the way,
he's
I
got
think
everything you want.
Hoyland after this season's going.
Yeah, he's finished. That guy sucks.
Yeah, he
that guy
sucks.
stinks.
He sucks. Yeah. Okay, player of the season. I feel like we've got the same person.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Now, player of the season typically usually goes to a player from the team that wins the league.
Yeah.
So I have a man who's a hero, an absolute icon of the game, a god of the game, and he didn't have the greatest season last year.
He didn't.
But I think it's time. I think he's had a season off, and I think we're about to see him break the goal tally
Greatness.
again. And I think Erling Haaland is going to win Player of the Season.
What?
I think Erling Haaland is going to come back, score 50 goals in the league, and he's going to absolutely carry Man City to the league title. He's going to absolutely be scoring for fun, come back well in form, and he's going to win Player of the Season.
I think you're right, but not on the player of the season. I think he's going to have a great season. My player of the season is Rodri.
It's a safe shout. But
Just because
that is disgraceful from you for me saying he didn't have the great season last year, and you said no. Rodri had a great season last year. Rodri was incredible.
No. I was going with you on Haaland. I knew you were going to say Haaland.
No, you didn't. Your face when I said Haaland, you were absolutely gobsmacked. You couldn't believe it. But Rodri is a great shout.
Rodri's had a great season last season. You seen the stats of when they didn't
Believe me,
lose
I know
kind
the
of thing.
stats. Yeah. He's
I think this
incredible.
season, I think De Bruyne is going to be good. he was like my top 3.
I don't know how much De Bruyne will be starting. I feel like Foden.
Yeah, I feel
himself.
like he's just so injury prone, isn't he now?
Injury prone. He's getting old as well, mate. So he needs to be rested.
But I think Rodri.
Never gonna be over the moon with that.
I think Rodri might play. I think he might play more centre mid.
The thing is, he'll still be 6, but position-wise, it doesn't really matter in the City system, does it? Because there's so many rotations and stuff. So
Yeah, I think he'll score some bangers as well this season.
He always does, mate. But yeah, I could see his numbers being higher. Absolutely, he's getting better season on season, which is absolutely scary.
Is De Bruyne still captain?
No, Kyle Walker's captain.
I think Rodri will be the next captain.
Rodri should be captain now.
Yeah, I was thinking that, but yeah, I think if he's not player of the season this season, it'll be next season. Actually, no, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, who is your shout for the European Golden Boots to get Ballon d'Or?
Golden Boot?
No, not the Golden Boot, just the Ballon d'Or.
Actually, so your Golden Boot, by the way, for Prem's Haaland, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, mine would be too. And my player of the season is either Rodri or Haaland, okay? Because I don't think Rodri was.
I would agree with that. I would agree it could be one or the other. But I think if Haaland comes back and scores the amount of goals that I think he will, you can't give it to Rodri.
I think if the stats are like Man City also haven't conceded and the amount of like stuff Rodri's done to support that could be, but I think them two are going to be so insane. Anyway,
they're crucial.
Ballon d'Or. I've got someone I actually don't rate. I think he's good. I think he's good, but
He's
so
good, but is he
overrated.
good?
I think he's so overrated, and in his league, I didn't watch much of La Liga, yeah, but his stats are insane. I know we don't go off stats, but with Ballon d'Or, I'm pretty sure they go off stats. Oh no, they don't.
They
They don't
don't.
go off stats.
They go off bias.
I think there's so
And
much bias with him.
that is why
You're gonna
my
say
Ballon d'Or winner
You're gonna say
is
Mbappe.
Kylian Mbappe.
Knew it. I knew you were gonna say it.
Because the move to Madrid, it's written in the stars, mate. He's going to score a bucket load of goals. He's going to absolutely walk the league, probably, and he's going to win the Ballon d'Or. It just feels like that is bound to happen.
Agreed. I think it'll be the similar thing where it's like him and Bellingham are the shouts. But I think because Mbappe's going to be scoring
To be
more.
fair, the goals in that team, they're going to have to be shared out. So I don't know how many goals they're actually going to get. But you think about like
Vinny's going to be that. Vinny's going to go down in the hierarchy.
surely, right? But I think there's a good. Obviously, Mbappe is incredible, but Mbappe's been playing at a certain level, man. Obviously, international football's good, but international football is not Champions League football and stuff.
You're right. You're right.
Kylian Mbappe has not been playing at a level that Vinicius Junior has, and Vinicius Junior's stats and performance have been crazy. There's a good chance that Kylian Mbappe moves to Real Madrid, and this time next season we're talking about how Vinicius Junior has solidified himself as the best player in the world.
That's why, by the way, I've put Bellingham as Ballon d'Or.
Wow,
Because
it's a crazy shout.
I think
with the other players in that team, if Bellingham wins a Ballon d'Or, that is crazy.
I think I don't think Mbappe's going to be that great.
Wow.
I think Vinny Jr. is better than Mbappe and Bellingham.
I think Vinny Jr. is probably the best player in that team.
Vinny Jr. in the UCL.
Vinny
is
Jr.
crazy.
This is a crazy statement, yeah. Vinny Jr. is actually one of the most underrated players of the past decade because Vinny Jr. is so good, and people put so much disrespect on his name. He's actually so good. He's unbelievable.
He is. I think the thing is, he's obviously
every time.
He isn't a Neymar, yeah. He isn't. He shouldn't get the Ballon d'Or.
He's not tricky in that similar way though, as a Neymar. But stats wise, I guarantee when Vinicius Junior hangs up the boots, he'll definitely be Brazil's top scorer. 100,000%, I believe that.
Yeah, I mean, I think the thing is, yeah, if we're looking at now the players of this era, Vinny is up there, and that's the reason why, because he used to be the Messi's, Ronaldo, like the insane elite. Vinny Jr. isn't it? But he is one of the best players at the moment. Him, Haaland, Mbappe, Bellingham, they're it. I think are we both saying then Madrid are going to win UCL?
Yeah.
Yeah, and they're going to win the league. So that's why one of those three is going to win Ballon d'Or.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is it 2025? Does the Ballon d'Or for like the last season come out soon then?
Yeah, it's not like October-ish, isn't it?
Who do you think's win that, Vinny?
Yeah, probably. It should be Rodri, I think, but it'll probably be Vinny.
You're right. Yeah. Anyway, are we now doing match? We've done so much.
Match predictions.
I'm loving it.
We are probably like an hour and a half in. Match predictions now.
We are an hour in.
An hour in.
Okay.
Let's go through the games for this weekend. First up, on the Friday, we have Man United versus Fulham. Then we have Ipswich Town versus Liverpool. Arsenal versus Wolves. Everton versus Brighton. Newcastle versus Southampton. Forest versus Bournemouth. West Ham versus Aston Villa. Brentford versus Palace. Chelsea versus Man City. Leicester versus Tottenham.
Okay, what are you saying for Friday?
Friday's game, I am going. The first game of the season, that was a bit mental, isn't it? First game of the season last year, what was that? Man United Wolves? And Wolves should have won that game. I mean, that was a mental game. Man United Fulham, I'm going for a Desmond. I'm going for 2-2.
I'm going 3-1 Fulham. I think Man United are going to have a great season, but I think
he has some position second,
game,
and he has them losing 3-1 to Fulham. That's incredible.
I think it's gonna be one of those kind of starts. Everyone's like Ten Hag out. He spent all...
everyone's like, get him out of Don now, and then he turns it around. Okay, I see where you're going with that.
Okay, Ipswich Liverpool.
1-0 Liverpool. I have it.
I've got 2-0 Liverpool.
It doesn't really need
Standard.
discussing that,
Yeah,
does it?
Ipswich are going down. I don't think they're going to win any game. They might win one crazy game, and it's like
I think
Chelsea.
first game of the season they'll put up a bit of a performance. You know, like when Brentford came up and they had Arsenal first game of the season, they beat them. I think Ipswich, the crowd will be rowdy and stuff, and Ipswich will be up for it, but I don't think they'll win.
I think the only teams they'll beat is Arsenal and Chelsea.
That is very specific.
Yeah.
I can see it being Arsenal.
In the future,
In the game rate matters though. In the game rate matters, I think Ipswich will beat Arsenal.
Yeah. Like the third last game of the season kind of thing.
Yeah, like once it's getting like title running, they just lose to Ipswich.
When we watch this, we're gonna watch this back here at the end of the season, and we'll see if we're
gonna be absolutely cooked.
We're gonna be turned into 5-4-3, bro.
Yeah, 5-2, 8-1. Arsenal versus Wolves.
2-1 Arsenal.
I have it 2-0 Arsenal. So very similar.
Yeah.
Everton, Brighton.
1-0 Everton.
I have it 1-1.
Okay.
That seems good.
That's one of those games where you look at your phone and you're like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm not gonna check the score for that.
Comes up on your phone with the notification. And
Yeah, you just turn your phone off.
Yeah.
Don't tell me about that.
Yeah, mute notifications, tab beat.
You just chuck your phone at the wall.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck about that. Newcastle versus Southampton. I have it
2-2.
3-0 Newcastle.
Yeah, I could see your score, but I think 2-2. Flynn Downs, goal and assist.
Goal and assist. I just think Southampton are going to be absolutely dreadful, and I think that's one of them games, the first game of the season, where there's just a bunch of goals, one-sided game.
I've got a few of those coming up, but I think you could be right, but I've just put 2-2 Newcastle Southampton.
Forest Bournemouth.
4-1 Forest. That's one of those games where I think that's one of those games that you just said where they just score 3 in the first half.
I have it 1-1.
Okay, I can see that happening. With those, you just can't predict. By the way, those kind of teams, can you really? It's either the deadest game ever, or it's just a goal fest.
Especially first game of the season. First games of the season, man, they're crazy.
Yeah, I love it.
West Ham versus Aston Villa. It's a big game.
I think yeah, it could go either way.
I think 2-3, 3-2 win for Aston Villa away from home.
So you think we're gonna score?
Yeah, I do think. Yeah, I think it'll be close.
I think either you could be right, or it could be. I've put 4-2 West Ham.
That could also, by the way, end up being a 0-0.
It could be the deadest game ever. It could be everyone. It could be everyone's touch stinks. The Wolves just no one can make a pass kind of thing. But that's just one way. The first game, by the way, these predictions you can't. This is like the hardest week.
Who knows?
It's got to be the hardest week. No one knows. By the way, we haven't looked at every other team's friendlies either. We've just seen the occasional score. So, but we don't. I'm not really counting friendlies too much.
I'm not counting friendlies too much, and we don't examine statistics and stuff like that here. Yeah, we go off vibes. If you like vibes, yeah, this is the place for you. If you want statistics, go watch fucking TiVo or something. Like, go watch like The Athletic. Like, this is not that.
We'll bring up the occasional stat for comparisons, maybe.
Yeah, sometimes I can read them, but most of the time I don't bother. So, let's not get caught in the
I agree though. Stats actually don't matter. Sometimes they do.
It's all about how you feel. It's all about how you feel in here.
About how they play when you're watching it.
It's how they play, where they play, if they play. That's what it's about.
Real.
Brentford versus Crystal Palace. What a dead game that's probably going to be. But I've got 2-1 to Palace.
3-1 to Palace.
A game I do see Palace winning away from home.
It's a game I might actually watch. I think it's on TV. I'm going to watch all of them. I'm going to watch all of them.
I'm going to watch all of them because I'm a football podcaster and I watch every single minute of football that exists. Okay.
I watched the highlights. I watch
a match of the day in my underwear as well after I've watched all the games.
I read that.
Chelsea versus Manchester City. 3-0 Man City.
5-1 Man City.
Yeah, I could absolutely see it.
They're gonna get
I can also see.
Cole Palmer. Cole Palmer's gonna score,
As I
yeah,
say,
but
I was
that's
going to put a
it.
goal and say Cole Palmer's going to score, but I can see
Yeah,
us absolutely wiping the floor with him.
I think Palmer's gonna score after like the third goal, but I think it's or maybe the fourth goal. After
I could
fourth
genuinely
goal,
see. Do you know what put this on your Acker now? I think Palmer will score early on, and then we'll score 5.
do you do Super Six?
Yeah,
Yeah, I think I've got it something like this 5-1. I think Palmer will score after like the fifth Man City goal or whatever. I think it's going to
yeah,
be destroyed. They're going to be destroyed, and everyone then's
yeah.
going to see Chelsea. They're
Stink.
literally they need to just sort their life out.
Le- Leicester Tottenham. This could be a decent game.
Yeah, I think. You didn't say Leicester are going to get relegated, did you?
No, we had them finishing in the same position. I think we both had them
Yeah,
finishing.
I think it's that kind of thing where they they went down because they had an awful season. Yeah, but I think it's that thing where they are a Prem team at the end of the day. Do you
I think they're a
think?
Prem team, but like the player wise, right at the minute, they're probably not a Prem team.
Yeah, the Championship at the moment, player wise.
They're like, yeah,
But
like, but I think sometimes a team can have enough aura and enough status about them to where even though the players are shit, they just are a Prem team and they stay up. But with the points
yeah,
deduction as well, if they stay up, it's good going. But I have a feeling they will do it.
I've got this one 3-1 Spurs.
It's the exact same story I have. I have it 3-1
No
to
way.
Tottenham Hotspur. Yeah, 3-1 Tottenham Hotspur.
But honestly, I think all mine could be really wrong, yeah, and there could be some games where it's like 8-0.
I completely agree with that. Yeah, so I think a lot of these we're going to be way
A
off
lot
the
of
mark.
these as well is just teams trying to find out what works for them,
Yeah, exactly.
and then it crumbles and they just get relegated.
Like a
But
digestive.
do you agree? Yeah, looking at this, I don't know if it's always been like this, but now looking at this, yeah, I feel like there's maybe like 3 or 4 teams that are actually good. Every other team sucks.
It does feel that way a bit,
It
but
does,
maybe
doesn't it?
this time around, I feel there's a few more teams in it because Crystal Palace could come back. Well, West Ham. Because I don't think that about West Ham. I don't think West Ham are good. So yeah, it does feel like there's a few good teams and a lot of shit at the minute.
Yeah, I think it's becoming I think it could be coming back to the old Prem type beat, where like every team has that kind of few players, where
Yeah,
it's like
that's what
it's
we want, man.
actually that's what you want.
Star players. That's what
Yeah,
we want.
that's what we want. Is there anything else we need to say in this
I
four
think we
four
should.
three?
I think we should do one more prediction, a 4-4-3 special.
Yeah.
We must predict the first manager to be sacked.
Okay. Have you got one in
Enzo
mind?
Maresca at Chelsea is going. He's gone before Christmas. That guy is gone in 2 weeks. That guy is going quick.
I
That
agree.
guy
I
stinks.
didn't know the name of the Chelsea manager, but it's got to be him.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah,
The
Enzo
board
Maresca
are
is gone.
awful as well. So whoever they got, no matter the manager, I think they'll be going.
Yeah, but this manager, I don't know what they were trying to cook up there. Such a poor decision. He looks completely out of his league. Honestly, hopefully he does well because we don't want to see anyone lose our jobs here over here at 4-4-3. Yeah, we don't like people getting made bankrupt, especially not in these hard financial times. Yeah, but if you stink, you deserve to get sacked. That's the way I see it. Yeah, that's the way it works in the real world, and that's the way it works on the football pitch.
I think this season is going to be one of the least in the last like 10 years. Managers getting sacked. I think there'll be 3 sackings.
I hope so.
I think it'll
It's
be
not,
a very.
It's not nice. It's not nice when you see about 18 people lose their jobs in a season. It's
That
not
happened
nice.
a couple of seasons ago. Do you remember where every week?
Yeah, everyone was getting sacked. That's not what you want to see. You want to see people stay and build legacies at teams. But
Yeah,
that's not what happens, man. It's the Premier League.
but I'm excited for the Premier because I think this season is the start of the next Prem era. If you know what I mean. Last Prem era, I'd say it was like the
Aura
Salah.
era.
It was the Salahs, Firmino's, Mane's, Kane's.
Yeah.
All that type beat. Rashford.
Now in the Dominic Solanke era. Dominic
Yeah.
Solanke and
Now
Garnacho.
we're in that new type beat, and this is the start. If you know what I mean, I've not explained that great, but
I completely get
yeah.
you.
But yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited, man. I'm trying to think. Is there any other predictions we could do?
I think we've covered most things.
What player do you think is going to be surprise everybody? Like an underdog shout.
Oh, surprise everybody.
I'm going to throw out Calvert-Lewin.
Yeah, he's lost his head. He's lost his whole mind. He thinks Calvert-Lewin's going to score any goals.
I don't. I just threw it out.
Dele Alli.
Nah, he's incredibly washed.
Dele Alli.
He's the most washed baller in the whole world.
When Dele Alli wins the Golden Boot and the Playmaker Award in the same season, this year, you're
In
going
the
to be eating
multiverse.
words. In the multiverse. Madness.
In Earth 216,
Yeah, man.
where he plays for France.
He's playing for the Rebel Alliance. He's gone. He's moved from the No, he's now playing for the Empire.
By the way,
with the Rebels, and now he's playing with the Empire.
We'll do a 4-4-3 after Monday of our team of the week.
Yep.
That's cracking. I think we could do a video like on when FIFA cards get released. We review kind of them. That could be quite good.
That's the only stats we look at. It's FIFA cards.
Yeah, and they're all
That's why Bobby
so.
Moore's my favourite player.
That's awful. Anyway, anything else?
I think we've covered everything, man.
I think we've covered it, bro. With this, by the way, are we going to put the intro at the start? Or are we just posting it raw?
No, it's raw dog it. No, I'll put the intro at the start, probably.
Yeah. I mean, from now... By the way, this isn't the setup, by the way, guys. If you were just coming for the first video, we're going to be set up. 2 cameras. We didn't even say... What even is this? People that watch this are going to think me and you are just like this every week.
Yeah,
bro,
like
we got the craziest
little weeby streamers or something. Like, what are we doing?
Guys, trust, this is just...
I didn't think about this, by the way. We've not even acknowledged the fact that I have like mushrooms, purple mushrooms in my background, and you've got some pink cyberpunk city. Like, what is
if you're still watching to this point,
no one is, other than me.
This is not...
You watching it back.
Yeah, and the fans in a few years' time.
Yeah, when they come back to look at the first video. Yeah, absolutely.
But this isn't the set. We've got a few people that are going to join us every now and then. It's going to be 2 cameras type B. Us sat like there, camera edited.
We don't know. We don't know where. We don't know when. We do know when, vaguely. But
vaguely,
what we know is the setup when it gets going, lads. It's going to be biblical. Yeah, we're going to have some good things going here.
It's going to be crazy. It's going to be one for the future.
We have ideas cooking up all over the place here, guys. It's not
too many.
It's not just going to be podcasts. We have possible Twitch stream ideas. We have possible video ideas. We have lots and lots going on in the old brain cogger. So there's lots of ideas going on.
Too many.
And we're cooking them up, man.
So subscribe. We're trying to get to 443 subs. 443 likes on this video.
Drop a like. If we get 443 likes, I will be playing for Ipswich Town next season. And that is a promise.
There we land, guys. Thanks for watching.
Here we skedaddle to the outro. See you later.
Here we smile. Peace out.